Okay, boys, welcome to this screencast about accounting concept or accounting principles and the characteristics of accounting information. Apologies for the delay, but we got there in the end. So basically what we're having a look at here is we're just taking it right back to the start. We're having a look at the need for accounting, then we're going to have a look at the basic concepts and characteristics of accounting information. So look, the need for accounting basically stems from there's lots of businesses out there operating. They're operating a variety of different ways. So you've got shops. Um, so there's some of them selling clothes, some of them selling food, all that sort of stuff. Behind all these businesses, there's a small business owner who's obviously got a detailed knowledge of the product or service that they're selling. Okay, I mean that's obviously a given. However, a business just isn't about making a product or selling a product. It's also about managing a variety of different resources, including people, stock, customers, suppliers, and managing cash. And basically, if the business owner doesn't manage their business effectively, then they're going to have issues. So that's where an accountant comes in. So basically, um, accounting is essentially, as it says here, is essentially an information service. So what it does is it turns the basic financial information into reports that make it easier to make decisions. So this section here basically turns the day-to-day operations uh, into, or day-to-day operations information into a form that the owner can study and determine areas which need to be improved. Um, so, and this is the basic function of accounting. So the purpose of accounting is to provide business owners with this financial information that will assist them to make decisions about the activities of the firm. That's basically it. Now, once an accountant's created this information, obviously there's different users of that information, and what the basic one that we sort of I suppose concentrate on is obviously the person um, owning the business, or the owner of the business essentially. Um, so look, it's basically just generated for the benefit of the owner or the manager. However, there are a variety of other different, I suppose, parties that will use it. Debtors and other customers as well. Could potentially creditors and suppliers, people like that. This is probably one of the bigger ones: banks and financial institutions. If the business wants a loan, then obviously they're going to need to provide some sort of financial information so that the business can um, be uh, analysed to make sure that they have an ability to repay the debt. Financial data versus financial information. I'm not gonna go on harp on about this too much because I think I did cover this in class at some stage. So, look, basically, financial data, as it says in this in the text or in the red box over here, um, financial data is the raw stuff. So, the raw facts and figures um, that financial information is based, and then financial information is basically just sorting out all this data, classifying it, and then summarizing it into some sort of understandable format. Again, I think we've been through the accounting process in class. I'm not going to harp on it too much, but however, it is important to know the accounting process because it does make it easier to understand the accounting concepts and principles. So the source documents is the stuff that we collect on a day-to-day basis. So we're talking about receipts. Um, receipts, check butts, etc. So that's what we're talking about here. Records, we're talking about recording those into into journals and things like that, which we'll learn about a little bit later. Here we're talking about balance sheets, and we're talking about income statements. When we're talking about creating reports. And here, this is the end goal, this right here. Being able to provide advice so that business owners can make, informed decisions. Okay, so look, because this has happened a little bit late, I'm happy enough for you guys to do this during class. That's even for you, Michael. So if we can do review questions 1.1 and 1.2, and then watch the next video, which will be going through the accounting concepts and principles.